Guys, we previously covered someone who has topped with Zorga. But what if in a Phantom world he never topped at all? What if he was the worst? What if he was Brandt Gate? But we waited a whole set. We're sorry, we took a whole set and we got even more double rares for some weird ass reason, so let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm 4 here. Today we are back to talk about the Savant of Taboo, Zorga Fantôme in DZBT14. So this is actually not the release set of Zorga. This is actually Zorga one set to the future when he gets 2 new double rares. We didn't want to delay this video, very frankly, but the circumstances and the double rares were reviewed pretty early, so we thought, you know what, we'll just wait till then. And because we are talking about Brandt Gate, you would think my cameraman is back to talk about Zorga, his favorite deck, but no, he got phantomized and now he's bigger, he's blacker, he's different. Today we have friend of the channel Nami here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So he is the Phantom version of my cameraman now, and in this world, he's not winning games with Zorga. Why are you not winning games with Zorga?
Because I'm not checking crits.
Alright, explain to us what you are doing instead of checking crits.
Alright, let's start with the right line then. We are using the Equilibra Phantom starter. It's important that it's a Phantom starter, and I'm using the Equilibra one because I do prefer it aesthetically. Moving on, we got the Great One, Regrain Security, Rancor Chain.
No, it's just the original Zorga right line. You
Yes.
don't need to think about it.
Alright, so Rancor Chain's effect, when he is placed, you can reveal a grade 3 Zorga from your right deck to set the token set order, the Regrain Research Lab. The Regrain Research Lab, once per turn,
It's a token.
it is a token, so it is outside of your deck. So immediately, to play this deck, you must play this right line. Okay? And what does the token do? It has a continuous effect where you can only control one of it, unfortunately. And its other effect is once per turn you can rest it to call a Ubersmench token. And the Ubersmench token, it will gain plus 5k power multiplied by your grade. So at grade 1 you're at 5k power, at grade 2 you're at 10, and at grade 3 you're at 15. Yes. And at the end of the turn, the token gets retired.
The Ubersmench is not quite Uber, he's just Mensch early on in the game. It's only later in the game that becomes Uber instead of just Mensch.
Alright, next. The Grade 2 Blacktail Half Dragon. It doesn't have any on-place effects, unfortunately, but when it is rolled upon, you are able to Energy Blast 3 to look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You reveal 2 cards without Sentinels from among them, put one of them to your hand and the other into your drop zone. This skill sounds very familiar. Anyway, moving on, we got the main Vanguard, Savant of Taboo, Zorga Fantôme.
Since when were you American? Why do you have an accent now? I guess you really are the Phantom version. Alright, tell us more.
So his first effect is when he attacks, you can counterblast 1 to Alchemix. You choose an Ubersmench token on your rearguard circle and any number of Genome Gel units on your field, and Alchemix them. All the Genome Gel units goes under the Ubersmench token, and the Ubersmench token will become will go into the Alchemix state. Afterwards, Zorga himself and the Ubersmench token will gain plus 5k each. If the Ubersmench token is in the back row, you can move it to the front row rearguard circle. Furthermore, if you have 3 or more Phantom Moon orders in your bind zone, instead of gaining 5k, they'll gain 10k. So when the game goes into the later stages, you get slightly more power, but ideally you don't want to go there. Next, we have his Phantom skill. So once per turn, you can bind 1 Phantom Moon order from your hand, drop, or soul, and you revive Genome Gels from your drop zone up to the number of Phantom Moon orders that are currently bound. So in his first activation you revive 1, in his second activation revive 2, and so on and so forth.
You just lied to me. You said you didn't bring your double red moons today. You have 4 right here.
I do have 4.
What, you lied to me, man? You're such a Phantom.
Anyway, this deck is very self-sustaining, but we still need to go through the main part of the deck, which is the Genome Gels. So moving on, to the main deck. Let's start with the grade 3s.
So our grade 3s, we still play one copy of Zorga Fantôme in the right deck.
I'm playing 2 copies in the main deck and 1 Regalis piece.
The Fire Regalis, why? You already have so much revive in this deck.
Well, in the early game, sometimes your board presence might be a bit lacking, especially since there is another card that you would like to have more board presence for, so that you can retire your own units off in order to use this effect to its maximum capabilities.
And why only 2 Persona?
Deck space.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright.
I mean, you can adjust your ratios later on to have more persona rights, but not only is it deck space, there's a certain card in this deck that you're playing that you rather not have certain grades in your deck.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Okay, moving on to
Grade 2s.
the grade 2s. We got
Black Tears Heart's Dragon back in the right deck.
3 of the new double rare.
Cool. The Monkey.
Yes, 3 of the old double rare.
Cranium Ring. Oh, he's the Vilgax guy.
Yes, 2 copies of Margaret.
2 only? Wow.
Yeah, and 3 copies of Let's Go Gambling.
That's not what it's called.
But that's what the effect feels like.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Okay, so we'll talk about the order first. Its effect is, this is a normal order.
Can you at least say the normal name? Because someone's going to ask me, what is the name of the card in the audience? And then you didn't mention it. And then I'm
Alright,
gonna get flagged for it.
it's a card from DZBTO 6.
7.
7?
It's... No, we
7.
got it wrong. It's 8. These are BTO 8.
Wow, numbers are difficult, aren't they?
No, you're just difficult.
Alright. Let's start with its effect first, and I'll tell you the name later. Its
Sure.
effect is, on play, you can counterblast 1 and declare a grade between 1 and 3. You reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you add all the cards that were the same as your declared grade. The remaining cards will be sent to the drop zone.
So what if you declare wrong? You just CB1 mill 3?
That's
it?
right.
But it's so bad.
Is it though?
Oh, but then again, you do want all the cards in the draw.
That's right.
So this is Philander's of Brandt Gate. We recreated the Nairo's Encyclopedia. Why the hell do you think of this? You have the Kaget's cards to play and you're just like, no, I just want a different one. I want a different spell.
Alright, but the name of the card is It's All or Nothing on the Big Game. Anyway.
This is my face when I see you. I'm just like, oh, it's so jovial. It's so jovial. Everything's jovial. I'm screaming, point heads on air. It's like, oh, absolute cinema. There's the invincible wobble edit. Because I just see you, I'm like, oh man. I have beat Conquest, yeah, right.
Alright. Next, we play 2 copies of Margaret.
Are you poor?
I am more, but it's just deck space. Okay. With the order, your ID for this specific deck, you're ideally calling grade 1s.
You're playing Sanctuary Guard.
That's right.
And the moon is grade 1.
The moon is grade 1s. Perfect
No
cards are
wonder.
grade 1s. All the cards that you want in your hand are grade 1s. So, you know, it's fun. Anyway, we play 2 copies of Margaret. It's your consistency piece for your moon searching. But in the late game, you can use it to draw cards during your defense step. Otherwise, it's an alright card, but
It's not
just,
Genome Jail, so it's just a
yeah.
cycler.
Yeah. Next.
But if you don't want to play the gamble card, play more of this.
Correct. And you can play another copy of Persona, right?
Yes.
Next, we play 3 copies of the old double rare.
Cranium Ring. So Cranium Ring's effect is very simple. It's basically when you use the token skill to generate Ubersmench. If you do not have a copy of the same name as this guy in the drop, if you don't have a copy of this guy on the board, you can call him out from the drop zone. He's a free guy. This occurs as early as turn 1.
Yes.
So you can already have a 5k intercept, 10k beater. So he is probably the strongest card in the deck if you think about it in terms of sheer aggression. And that's actually why Zorga Fantôme has been winning games and tournaments.
Oh, and if your
since,
Vanguard's a grade 3
you know,
Zorga, he also gains plus 5k on the call itself. So he
Yeah.
becomes 15.
So that's pretty good. And that's just his aggression part, right? The aggression part is just that. His gimmick part is that when he's folded up for the ability of the Alchemix ability, he gives the guy +1 crit.
Yes, the Ubersmench token will gain +1 crit.
So we just recreated Roaming Prison Dragon. So yeah.
And it's kind of overdressed at the same time. All the Genome Gels have some kind of effect upon being Alchemix.
The Demon Creation Beast, yeah.
Okay, next. moving on, we have the new double rare. Its effect,
Roaring in agony.
okay, it doesn't have any on-field effect, but its effect upon being alchemixed is you can counterblast one to call it from underneath the genome gel to a rearguard circle, and it gains plus 10k.
So basically, what happens is if this card is part of the alchemic state, right? Then you call this to the front of Regrain circle. You pay one counterblast, and then after no, this is not a Vanguard. Okay, Zorga's Vanguard. Then you call them out because Alchemix takes the cards from the rear guard and puts them into the dress state, right? As the original dress for the fusion for the Ubersmench from Mensch to Ubersmench. Then you counterblast one, you call him a guy. They have 5 attacks.
Yes.
It's 5 attacks. You just did 5 attacks. We have 5 attacks in Zorga. It took Zorga Fantôme, what? 2 sets. And it took the original Zorga 18 sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty wet. That is pretty wet. But you know what? That's fine.
And that's it for the grade 2s.
Now for our ones. All our ones.
All the
our
ones.
Sanctuary Guard Solitaire ones.
Okay.
1 copy of Rancor Chain in the right deck.
4 copies of
The Crimson Moon.
The Crimson Moon.
Again, as I mentioned in the El Culibra Phantom deck profile, you can just play any number of the moons you want. Oh no, you can play any rarity or print on the moons you want. In fact, a lot of the ultimate winners of Zorga in the Ultimate Championships, they all choose to play the rare order instead, so they don't draw, which helps you not deck out. But because my friend here is rich, he bought the double rare moon. But realistically, if you want to just play the rare moon, it's actually competitively better to some people. So realistically, any moon you play is fine.
Okay. Next, 4 PGs. We don't want to die. Then we play 3 copies of the Hound.
That's a dog.
What other things would you call a K9?
A hand trap. It's a hand trap.
Okay. Anyway, its effect is on plays.
Wait, go through the rest of the list.
I mean, I was going through the effects, but alright. 2 copies of the Rat.
The rat.
3 copies of Hendrina, and
Hendrina, the best girl. Best girl, best girl, best girl.
4 copies of Killing and Peeling.
Oh, she's so hot.
Yes. Anyway, going through the skills, we'll go through the Regrain researchers last.
No, we'll do this first. Perfect Guard, stay alive. Simple. Phantom Moon. You want to stay Phantom, you gotta go Moon. Very simple. Write that card, write that card. Okay, now carry on. Okay.
So we're playing 3 copies of the Hound. Its effect is on place from your hand, which is kind of unfortunate. You can Soul Blast 1.
Don't complain.
Search your deck for any normal unit and mill it.
Yes, it's Shadow Cloak. They have Shadow Cloak in 1 set.
Its next effect is, upon Alchemix, you can draw 1 card. Then you can additionally counterblast 1 to draw another card.
CB1 draw 2.
So fun.
And even if you don't have counterblast, you just still get a free draw.
That's right.
That is pretty good.
Okay, next we play 2 copies of the Rat.
Rat.
It's
a rat. So cute.
its effect.
Wait, before you continue. Look at him. He's so cute. He's just a rat. Just a little guy in a box. So cute.
Alright, its effect is, in the drop zone, if you don't control another copy of itself and you control a copy of the Ubersmench token, you can Energy Blast 3 to call it from the drop zone and it gains plus 5k until end of turn. And its other effect upon Alchemix is the Ubersmench token will gain plus 10k.
It's so funny that he's the most insignificant one, and yet he's the one that gives you the most power.
Yes.
That's funny.
So you can build a board quite easily with this deck.
Yeah, that's why this deck is winning tournaments, bro. It's just sheer aggro with the gels from like turn 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 just fold them onto Ubersmench and just bites your head off and just die. Resident Evil.
Now, for those of you who were only watching the anime and only know what Zorga Phantom does from the anime,
You will be introduced to the Regrain researchers, a secondary archetype that he did not play at all for a reason we cannot spoil in the finale.
okay, so we are playing 3 copies of Hendrina.
Best girl.
Her effect is act from hand if you have yet to put a card into your order zone this turn. You can put this card from your hand into the order zone and draw a card.
Cycle card. It's a cycle card.
But wait, this card is now in your order zone. Why?
Why?
Well, that's because this deck wants to use its normal play for turn, for your moons.
Yes.
Yes. Its effect in the order zone, however, is if you have 2 face-up cards, face-up moons in your bind zone, you may discard 1 to give your Vanguard triple drive.
From the order zone, that's his skill.
Yes,
So it turns Zorga into triple drive.
correct. For this card.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And lastly, its effect on Rearguard Circle is when it boosts a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Zorga in its card name, you may it gains plus 5k power. Then you can Soul Blast one to look at the top 3 cards of your deck to discard one of them. Then she gains an additional 2k power.
That's so cute. She's not only an special booster, she kept on the original Mill effect.
Yep.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
Lastly,
For those of you who read the lore, you know she's best girl. She is best girl. Comment Hedrina best girl. Zorga's a bum. He's a loser. He keeps losing to Bastion. He loses to Zorga. Not Zorga. He loses to Alden. Then he lost to the other guy whose name I just forgot. The Beru Kriya. He's a bum. This is the best girl. She saved Greedon. She eats pancakes. Best girl.
and this last card is a card that makes or breaks the deck. Flesh and Bone Tearing. Its effect is the same as Hendrina. If you have yet to put a card in your auto zone this turn, you may put a card from your hand. You can put this card from your hand into the auto zone to draw one. Its second effect is in the drop zone when you alchemix and you do not control a copy of this card, you can call this card to the back row rearguard circle.
Wow, it's a free booster.
That's right. And its last effect is in the auto zone once per turn, you may retire up to 2 of your own rear guards. If you do, you draw 1, and if you retire 2 or more 2 rear guards, you get to counter charge 1 on top of that.
So it's the same as that spell that Zorga used to play in set 1.
Yes.
What's the name of that spell in set 1? The Zorga?
Fearful Malice.
Fearful Malice. Tearful Malice, yeah. So they made Tearful Malice to a hot anime girl. And I mean,
I'm
really,
not complaining.
Really, really hot anime girl.
Wondering is
I almost
Hendrina now.
I almost built this deck because of this one card, but like it's too much in the Felty Rosa territory, so I probably won't.
And this is also why we are playing. These girls are mainly why we are playing the
Mill.
Let's Go Gambling Order. Not to mill them. You're always calling grade 1 because these cards, their set effect can only be used if they are in your hand. So if you call grade 1s, you reveal the top 3. These cards are revealed. You can add them to hand, and now you have the fuel to put them into the auto zone.
I thought they all have to be the same grade. If you fail it, then you don't get any.
No, you just add any of the declared grades to your hand.
Oh, so the idea is you just call once and all these come to your hand.
That's right.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, grade zeros.
Starter.
General Dragon or the Phantom starters, fine.
Red Overtrigger.
Red Overtrigger just to withstand the
Ubersmench token.
Ubersmench. That's Velnot. 3 effect front. The shield front, because we just need more shield. 8 crit, why not? And more black. Just black, more black. Every trigger you own happens to be black. That's not the effect trigger. So yeah, cool. Alright. So that wraps up the Zorga Phantom deck profile for set 14. Set 13 Zorga was pretty good, but had a weakness. He only had 4 attacks, if you call it a weakness. Now he has 5 attacks.
But
So
this deck can tank. Thanks to all of your genome gels, this deck truly does have an inane amount of resources. You may have noticed that we are not playing the new double rare grade 1 Regrain researchers for those who are more in tune with what this deck has in line for support.
Why?
But that is because we are playing the gamble order instead of the researcher. The researcher is also good for milling out more cards, but in that situation, you'd rather not play Hendrina in the deck.
Oh, but I want best go.
And I would also like triple drive, so you know.
Alright, cool. Alright, so Zorga, this is pretty cheap, right? Beyond the Phantom Moon, which is only like 1500 yen. The rest of this stuff is all quite cheap. So,
Kinky money!
kinky money. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. And, you know, if Masanori appears in the movie, I hope to see a 3D animated Ubersmench. I think it'll be funny. Right?
I want to see particle effects on Zorga.
I mean, he already had that last time.
More green color!
The Greensmith.
Wait, why am I awake again?
Oh, another Zorga player's in the house.
Wait, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I am the strongest player.
No way.
No way,
I'm
man.
looking at a mirror of myself now.
Oh no. Okay, quick. Someone phantomize me again. I need to play Aquabra again.